The way your clients are finding professional help right now is not the way it worked 3 years ago. Most professional service firms have not adjusted to this new way, not because they are not paying attention, because the change happens quietly and the old indicators still look fine. Your website traffic looks normal. Your Google ranking is where it has always been. The phone is still ringing from existing clients and referrals, but the new clients, the ones who do not already know you, and the ones who are searching for someone like you right now, a growing number of them are finding their answers somewhere that you are probably not showing up. Here's what changed, why it matters, and what to do about it. For the last 20 years, getting around online meant one thing: get your website ranked well on Google, build backlinks, optimize your pages for the right keywords, write blogs, show up in the top results when someone searches your service and your city. That game still exists, it still matters, but there is now a second game being played simultaneously, and most professional service firms do not know the second game even exists. And here is the shift. People are increasingly not typing 2 or 3 keywords into a search box and clicking the first blue link. They are opening ChatGPT or Perplexity or Google's AI model and asking if a question in plain language, the same question that they would ask a colleague or a trusted advisor. What should I look for when hiring an insurance agency for my construction business? How do I know if the estate plan is out of date? What does a CPA actually do for a business like mine? And the AI answers them directly without them ever clicking through to your website. Google recently confirmed this shift publicly at their developer conference just last week. AI mode has surpassed 1 billion monthly users. That number of queries is more than doubling every single quarter. They called it the biggest upgrade to search in over 25 years. Now, here is the number that should stop you cold. Research on how AI engines actually cite sources found that fewer than 10% of the sources cited by ChatGPT, Gemini, and Copilot ranked in Google's top 10 results for the same query. Let that settle for a second. Fewer than 10%. That means you can be ranking well on traditional Google search and be almost completely invisible inside the AI answers that your next client is reading right now. Those are 2 different scoreboards, and most professional service firms are only looking at one of them. Let me show you what this actually looks like. I'm going to search the same question in 2 different AI engines right now, the way a contractor might search when they're looking for help with their business insurance. Now, I'm not logged into any of these accounts. This is incognito mode, so these are clean results. Here is Google AI mode. Look at the answers. Industry expertise, policy and bonding capabilities, certificate speed, subcontractor vetting. This is not a list of agency websites. This is a synthesized answer built from specific content that specific agencies and publishers had already put out publicly. Now look down here at the sources. These are the websites that Google's AI decided were worth pulling from. No household names, no big national carriers. These are agencies and content publishers who had specific answers to specific contractor problems already published. That is how you end up in this list. Now let me show you Perplexity. Same question. Watch what it does differently. Red flags, good fit signs, questions to ask in an interview, follow-up prompts at the bottom. This is not search behavior. This is what a first consultation looks like. The AI has synthesized enough specific published expertise to walk a contractor through evaluating their options before they even call anyone or know the name of any agency. And the agencies whose knowledge is embedded in that answer are the right ones that publish specific expertise publicly. The ones that did not publish are not in here at all. The search engine is not looking for your website anymore. It is looking for your expertise. Those are 2 completely different things to build. So what does the AI actually reward? Not the biggest domain, not the most backlinks, not the oldest company, not the website that's been live the longest. The most specific, most useful answers to these questions being asked. A lawyer who has filmed a plain 2-minute answer to a question that their client asked most often has a citation pad that a 10-page keyword optimized service page no longer reliably has. Think about that for a moment. A 2-minute video answering a real question that your real client asked has more potential to show up in the answer an AI gives your next prospect than a page your agency spent months building and optimizing. Here's something else worth knowing. YouTube is now the most cited source inside AI-generated answers. More than Reddit, more than most news outlets. Most professional service firms still treat video as a someday project, a nice to have that they will get to when things slow down. The AI is already citing the firms that do not wait. I want to be clear about something before you walk away from this and decide to tear down your website. This is not an argument to abandon traditional SEO. The old game still matters. Google's AI overview still reads the top organic search results first. That means your SEO work still influences what the AI says. You should not stop doing it, but Google's AI also reads Perplexity and ChatGPT and the content those engines have indexed from YouTube, from your blog, from your published answers to specific client questions. The point is not that the old game is dead. The point is that a second game now exists alongside it, and most of your competitors are not playing the second game yet. This is an opening, not a crisis. So what do you actually do with this? You do not need to rebuild your website. You do not need to hire a GEO specialist or learn a new set of acronyms. You need to start answering your clients' most common questions in plain language, on camera, consistently. Think about the 3 questions that you get asked most often before someone becomes a client. The questions that tell you that they are evaluating whether they can trust you with their problem. Those are the ones you want to talk about. Answer those questions on camera. Publish them. Do not wait until they are perfect. Do not wait for better equipment or a better backdrop or more time. The search engine is now listening for the expert voice, not the optimized page, not the polished brochure website. The voice of someone who actually knows what they're talking about and is willing to say it in plain language in public. Your next client is already asking these questions to an AI. The only answer is whether your expertise is in the answer. If you want to know whether your business is showing up in AI search results or invisible in them, that is one of the first things that I look at in a free audit. Go to ironcladcreative.studio/onboarding. Fill out that form, and I will tell you where your content stands, what the AI engines are finding when someone asks a question in your category, and what the fastest path to visibility actually looks like for your specific situation. No pitch, no cookie cutter answers, just a straight read of where you are. New video every Tuesday. See you next week.